Hey TikTokers, I just debunked AI. I just debunked the AI. I'm not shitting you. This is for real, man. I debunked the AI on the greenhouse through the laws of physics. Have a look at the answer. This will crack you up. I posed a series of questions based on scientific facts. The AI answered these in 100% accuracy. I then began to ask the AI about the physics of the statements and the accuracy of the scientific statements that it had made based on the laws of physics that were accurately described and admitted to by the AI. The AI had to admit that the atomic movement of all molecular structures when 50 degrees below zero was at a minimum state. The AI had to concede that the troposphere in our Earth's atmosphere is around 50 degrees below zero to 70 degrees below zero. Then the AI had to admit that the molecular movement would be so low at those temperatures that there was a minimal chance of heat being created in the atmosphere and troposphere of this planet. Then when the AI was asked about kinetic energy and the transfer and equalization of heat, the AI started to come back with, oops, there's been an error, oops, there was a mistake. When the AI realized that there was no back heat going back into the planet, it started to go into error mode. And then the AI had to admit that the greenhouse effect theory was debunked. The AI had to admit that the collisional photon energy with the CO2 in the troposphere has no effect of heating of the planet. Then every question I asked it after that, it went into error mode. And the AI could not give an accurate answer or description of the physics that it had stated, and the obvious theory that it was trying to support was debunked. It went into complete error mode. Then when questioned about the blanket theory, as in the global warming CO2 trapping air and creating a warm atmosphere in the sub 50 degrees zero atmosphere, troposphere, the AI kept going into limp mode. Error mode. It has been debunked. The greenhouse theory is fake and false. As this knowledge will cause significant harm to companies and governments around the world, you cannot view this, and I will not attempt to show this video on TikTok. However, I have put this on YouTube for people to find. I myself personally don't care about the direction that humans are going in. I do care about clean air, and we will run out of easily available fossil fuels. So what is happening on the planet is in some ways a good thing. But just so you know, all petrol engines, including diesel engines, are not contributing to global warming at all. And that any increased radioactivity in the troposphere and atmospheric layers on the planet are due to nuclear bomb testing. They are due to C14 naturally occurring from gamma rays in the outer atmosphere, and also just the effects of radiation itself coming from the sun. And also that this video, I do not care if it is broadcast and shared, and I am not on a crusade to change the elitist plan of a cleaner air on the planet. But I would promote for the changing back to normal temperatures of the world that many, many more trees need to be planted in the billions, because we have destroyed half the world's greenery and replaced it with roads and cities. But we can build this back by planting millions and millions of trees. We can increase the world's capability to absorb CO2. Have a great day, YouTubers. Just remember, hot air and hot gases rise. There is no sublayer of heat trapping on the planet. Everything is subject to Curie temperature and the laws of physics and laws of kinetic energy are that all these gases are cooled, and whilst in the troposphere they stay cooled and do not create any back heat or global warming on the surface or back into the atmosphere and lower atmospheres of the planet. I am so glad that I finally have completely debunked this fake and false greenhouse effect theory.